Agent Saxon, I hope this won't take too long. I have a pending engagement.
Mrs. Ramirez, the grieving widow, now in command of one of the most lucrative drug rings in the country.
Don't believe everything you read, Agent.
Did you have your husband murdered? Or did you do the dirty work yourself?
How dare you? My husband was everything to me.
I bet. Until you found out he was bringing in an extra $100 million a year, you wanted a bigger piece of the pie.
I don't know anything about any drug ring, and I find it hard to believe that my husband could be a part of such a thing. You shouldn't go around making accusations like that without evidence to back it up.
You want evidence. Picture of you and your husband Miguel privately meeting with Jorge Matos, one of the biggest drug traffickers in Mexico. Then, 2 weeks later, just you and Matos on his yacht, 3 days after your husband's death.
Well, Jorge and I have been friends for years. He was kind enough to help me manage my husband's estate after his death.
Which included 10 major drug operations located all over Europe.
This delusional narrative you've made up is not evidence, Agent.
You had a son, Mario, correct? He was killed by agents in a drug raid last year. Your entire family was deeply involved in international drug trafficking, and we can prove it.
Cállate! How dare you bring my son into this? I've always loved my family above all else, not money. Being rich and Hispanic doesn't make us drug dealers, Agent. And your so-called evidence is all circumstantial.
We have the paper trail to prove it. Financial transactions correspondence to shipments between Colombia and New York Harbor.
As you say, I'm a grieving widow with no priors. You won't be able to convince any government agency of my involvement, much less a jury.
We have hard intel to corroborate all of this. Your back's against the wall, Belinda. Either you give us all of your contacts or you spend the rest of your life in prison. It's as simple as that. Look, I don't care if you murdered your husband or not. He was scum. He deserved what he got.
I didn't kill Miguel. Jorge slit his throat. He wanted a bigger piece of the action. My husband was resisting. I had to make a choice. To become an equal partner in the business or lose everything. I know you think I'm a bad person. But when you're faced with losing your entire family, you do what you need to do to survive.